All right, man. Got some breaking news coming out the Motor City. Detroit Lions are placing Marvin Jones on IR, injured reserve. He'll be done for the last 3 games of the season. Let's talk a little bit about it. We back. Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. All right. This may not be like a catastrophic injury, but it's basically like the last 3 games of the year, right? And Lions not playing for nothing, and they don't want to injure Marvin Jones even more going forward. Had this been a situation for the playoffs, maybe, he sit out a week or 2 and then he trying to make that playoff run. But he stayed in at the end of the Minnesota game because he didn't want to get, dock the Lions a timeout or something they were saying. I'll link the article in the description as well, an article link. And he stayed in the game and toughed it out, even though they was going to lose regardless. But they made a little run late versus Minnesota. And, all of a sudden, Tuesday, this hit came out of left field that he'd be done for the season, but it ain't like it's 8 games left or 10 games left. So, injuries hit us, hard this year, and it's going to happen. Teams, how many teams had Super Bowl admirations, and, injuries came and hit. And you know what? With Matthew Stafford going down and pretty much not having a formidable backup behind him, you know what? Might as well get injured now and heal up for next season. So, Marvin Jones was a guy they was contemplating on trading last year. Last year, people were saying he was terrible, he was done. But what went overlooked is he suffered an injury in training camp, and he was tearing it up in camp, and he never recovered from that injury. So this year, he came back fully healthy, and he brought out. When Golden Tate fell off, Jones and Galladay and Danny Amendola picked up the slack, and where we didn't really get a boost at us where we came to improve at, or we thought we improved at, was tight end and control in the middle of the field. Jesse James did get a lot of work, and C.J. Hockenson, had a little rookie struggles, but Marvin Jones is everything they wanted and more, especially for how much they paying him. So we'll see if he come back next year. I think he should come back next year, but I don't think it's terrible. I think they got Tampa Bay, Denver, and they got Green Bay, so they got 2 of their last games at home, I believe. I know they wish they'd be going to Tampa and having staying at home versus Denver. Denver's a team that's coming on hot. That'll be next week with Drew Lock, really, really out here throwing block parties. But, with Marvin Jones now, next man up, Marvin Hall get an opportunity to show that he more than a one-catch, deep play type of guy. He just more than a slot guy. He might get an opportunity out wide. I can imagine him and Galladay get some more balls thrown at him. I expect David Blog to be the quarterback moving forward. Obviously, Driscoll injured for the season. It's a lot of answers to be, it's a lot of questions to be answered going into the offseason. Matt Patricia, Bob Quinn, job security, which I don't think going to change. You trade Matthew Stafford, you keep him, then draft a developmental quarterback, maybe Tua, let him rehab a year. And also, the question to be said about the receiver position. Do you keep Marvin Jones? Do you upgrade it with somebody younger? Jerry Jeudy be at the top of the draft as well too. Is Jerry Jeudy good enough, or make you overlook a quarterback or not look at another pass rusher or something that I need? But Marvin Jones, I think he exceeded everybody's expectations this season, and you just got to wonder, what if Bob Quinn did a better job putting a better defense together, and what if they did a better job of protecting Matthew Stafford? Will we be in this position? What if they ran the ball more? And, is it coaching or is it personnel? And no matter how many running backs came through, it just seemed like it ain't really worked. So, it would be interesting to see how they attack the offseason. But it wouldn't surprise me if Marvin Jones wasn't available to come back next year. It wouldn't surprise me if they traded Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones, Darius Slay, guys like that. I wouldn't be surprised if some of those guys was gone. So we'll see, man. They wasn't Bob Quinn picks, but hey, Motor City Sports Talk. I'll link the article in the description or the article link. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business question, inquiry, response, video request. One time for the one time we gone.